So a question I get all the time is, Lou, how long did it take you to learn Spanish? And, when I get that question, I think about it. I'm like, I really don't know because what I mean is like I'm always learning Spanish. Like every day I'm learning new words. Every day I'm learning new ways to put words together. I'm learning new context. I'm learning new slang. It's like a never ending learning process, right? So I will say though that maybe around 8 to 9 months is when I do know that's when I feel like I was more comfortable with just starting talking to people. So I mean that's generally what it is, right? But you can't really learn. We have to get out of this mindset that like we're taking a test, right? Like we just memorize a whole bunch of stuff. We take a test Friday, we get a grade, then we just dump everything and we just forget everything that we learned. And it's like, no, Spanish, you're going to be using this for the rest of your life, right? It's not a test that you take. This is like an ongoing process, an ongoing learning journey. You'll never be done speaking Spanish, right? So I don't think this is a bad thing either. I think, in my opinion, this is empowering because a lot of people, like I said earlier, want to just do the test thing, the old, the school way, how we learn things. But when you really expand the scope, right, instead of like a semester or something of learning a language, and you expand it to like a year, that'll put you in a way better position to actually learn because you understand how long it's going to take, and you understand at the end of it is going to be something you're going to have for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm every day I'm speaking Spanish. I go to the bank, I speak Spanish. I go to the restaurants. People always ask me, "Oh man, how'd you learn Spanish?" And this is like, I mean, I just try to learn it. What I'm saying, like, I don't know why it's like, it just is what it is though. People act like it's just such a crazy thing, but a lot of people give up though. That's why a lot of people don't want to be bothered. A lot of people don't understand that it's a process to learn the language. A lot of people don't have my 3-step framework method, the Spanish Hackers framework method, where it starts out foundational skills, sentence building, and immersion. When you have a framework like that all together, it's really hard to not acquire a language, especially if you give yourself a year, right? So you never really stop learning. It's never really going to be over. You're always going to be learning. So don't let that, don't put a time limit on learning the language. You definitely can do it. And if you're interested in my framework that I have, check out the video at SpanishHacker.com. It should be the link. If it doesn't work, DM me next step.